today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Jags grab it. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Open man puts it on the carpet. It's out. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The rookie from Clemson looking good on that one. He gets his guys a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give running right, ETN. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now. From the 40-yard line. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And it's a fumble. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So the flag is for the very rare illegal forward pass penalty.
Not often that a quarterback forgets where the line of scrimmage is. They have an innate sense about it. On this play, the quarterback did.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Mo Alley Cox high in the air to bring it in. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, it was 4th down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher, after having called for it on 4th down. You see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field. And instead, they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown. I have to admit, I love the excitement of the 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Flushed out right. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Hey, line. Just like that.
They go play action now. Lawrence steps away to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yard.
Touchdown! Gabriel Davis from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries, but the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on...
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And you know that can be dangerous, trying to get it to your teammate on a kick return, and there they cough it up, turn it over.
Let's face it, and let's just call it what it is. This is a hindsight is 20/20 play, isn't it? Perfect vision afterwards. In other words, we saw...
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They go play action with Richardson. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Off play action. Richardson. Touchdown Colts. Alec Pierce from 21 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away from taking the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and the Jags grab it. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And you know that can be dangerous, trying to get it to your teammate on a kick return. And there, they cough it up, turn it over.
Let's face it, let's just call it what it is. This is a hindsight is 20/20 play, isn't it? Perfect vision afterwards. In other words, we saw it happen, the fumble occurred, and you know going into it, as you noted, it was going to be a dangerous play to begin with. That's why people always say afterwards, why did they even try it?
And Richardson back to throw it. This is caught. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Richardson to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guy.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
2nd and 5. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. A gain there of 21 yards. Lawrence now off the bootleg. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Lawrence. And Davis with it left side. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now Lawrence. Buying time to his left. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 33 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he loses the football a second time. He's got daylight. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. On the return, here's Dallas Flowers. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Taken in at the 11. And, oh, he coughed it up. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed it in the huddle. Hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
Good job, good job.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be backed up a bit here after the free kick as they start out 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Flushed out right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And this taken in by Downs. And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Colts pick it up. Now Richardson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. That's going to be caught by Ali. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Look at the big man rumble down the left sideline. He may go. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think...
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now Richardson from near his goal line. Escaping the pressure right. He's got some room to operate. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Richardson to the air on first down. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. They find some open field here, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And you know that can be dangerous, trying to get it to your teammate on a kick return. And there they cough it up, turn it over.
Let's face it, let's just call it what it is. This is a hindsight is 2020 play, isn't it?
Richardson hit and he fumbles it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Lawrence to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll send Kirk in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Lawrence will throw. Forced out to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. There he goes, right side. Still going inside the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Indy set to go on offense once more. Richardson to throw off play action. Steps away. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. Inside the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now they send a man in motion right. They're going to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the two-point try. you know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Jags grab it. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble lost.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Hey, lion. Hey,
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Now a toss left side and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion right is Pittman. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often, you know, in that situation.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's going the other way. Not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction.
And he loses the football a second time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Richardson off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Shakes off the sack. And a loose football. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Richardson rolling to his right. And this is incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Richardson looking to throw this. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Jags grab it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. And now off to the races down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. Gabriel Davis. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. Now the ball comes loose. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Etienne. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try to run with Etienne. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
It's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Colts pick it up. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And a mistake on the... Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And this is picked up by the defense. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Going for it. Here's Etienne. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. Room here to run. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries, but the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound down the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Richardson. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So Richardson and the Colts now down by 16. A little over a minute to go. Can they take advantage of the late carelessness? We'll see as they've got a first down. Now Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. He's to the 15. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And he lost the football. He's to the 15. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
They'll let Taylor try and run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And you know that can be dangerous, trying to get it to your teammate on a kick return. And there, they cough it up, turn it over.
Let's face it, let's just call it what it is. This is a hindsight is 20/20 play, isn't it? Perfect vision afterwards. In other words, we saw it happen, the fumble occurred, and you know going into it, as you noted, it was going to be a dangerous play to begin with. That's why people always say afterwards, why did they even try it?
Here we go, first and goal. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot for Richardson. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because...
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And nothing but daylight ahead. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.